Hey basketball guys, we have news. Let's go to more Los Angeles Lakers news, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Zion Williamson is an NBA star. His game is full of ups and downs due to injuries and often his physical form. Zion Williamson wants to leave the Pelicans and several teams want to sign the star, and the Lakers also want him to have a duo for the future and for many years that will be Zion Williamson and Luka Doncic, who will be unstoppable if Zion Williamson stays healthy and in good shape. If the Lakers want Zion Williamson, they will have to give up Austin Reaves. It would be in the Los Angeles Lakers' best interest to avoid making a high-risk summer move to elevate their improved roster. However, Fansided's Joseph Callan predicts the organization will swing big by swapping Austin Reaves for a New Orleans Pelicans superstar with injury concerns in free agency. Whenever a big-name player hits the trade block, the Lakers are always in the conversation, Callan wrote last Thursday. This time, however, it's not just speculation. The Lakers have already shocked the world by landing Luka Doncic, a move no one saw coming. If they were willing to shake up their roster for one superstar, why not go all in on another? Zion Williamson would be a perfect fit alongside LeBron James, a downhill force who can dominate in transition and put relentless pressure on the rim. A LeBron, James, Zion pairing would demand defensive collapses in the paint, opening up even more perimeter opportunities for Doncic. A potential package would likely involve Rui Hachimura or Austin Reaves, along with additional assets, but if Los Angeles wants to build a terrifying big three, Zion might be the final piece. Although Williamson's health hasn't been problematic this month, his past setbacks suggest he isn't the safest NBA investment. Due to a November hamstring injury, the former number 1 overall pick missed an extended period with the Pelicans, causing the franchise to spiral downward. Since 2019, Williamson has only appeared in 214 of New Orleans' 400 regular season contests, giving critics a valid reason to question his future with the Pelicans. Still, when healthy and in basketball shape, the Duke product can wreak havoc on both ends by executing physical downhill drives, finishing well above the rim, and confidently meeting opponents at the rim on the defensive end. Williamson averages 24.6 points and 7.2 rebounds per game this season, shooting 56.7% from the field. While Williamson, James, and Doncic would be one of the better trios in the modern NBA, swapping an elite number 3 scoring option in Reaves for an injury-prone forward in Williamson wouldn't be the wisest offseason move for the Lake Show. Stephen A. Smith says LeBron James is better off with Anthony Davis on Mavericks. Why the vocal ESPN analyst believes LeBron James is in a better position than he ever has been in Los Angeles. The Dallas Mavericks and Los Angeles Lakers have been going in different directions since making the already infamous Luka Doncic-Anthony Davis trade. Dallas is currently the 11th seed in the West, as the Phoenix Suns would own the tiebreaker over them for the final spot in the play-in tournament. Meanwhile, the Lakers are in the 4th spot, a game back of the Denver Nuggets for 3rd and 2 games back of the Rockets for 2nd. A big reason for why the Lakers are succeeding, besides the obvious Luka Doncic effect, is LeBron James playing a more natural position. Davis always wanted to play as the 4 whenever possible, which NBA veteran Marcus Morris believes is LeBron's more natural position at this stage in his career. ESPN analyst Stephen A. Smith agreed with Morris, stating, "I think that was an excellent analysis on the part of Marcus Morris. Luka Doncic coming to the team, being able to draw attention from defenses is going to free up others to shoot threes. And one of those people is going to include LeBron James, who's essentially your wideout because he gets to operate more in open space. He gets to play bully ball when he wants to because he's 6 feet 9 inches, 260, or he gets to step outside because he's improved his three-point shot. And oh, by the way, he's having more uncontested three-point shots than he ever has had in a Lakers uniform." James has been a beneficiary of Luka Doncic's wizardry, averaging 26.3 ppg and 9.5 rpg while shooting 51.8% from the floor and 36.7% from 3. Davis has also been dealing with injuries, as an adductor strain has cost him all but one game with the Mavericks. He could return on the upcoming East Coast road trip, which would be big for a Mavs team still wanting to get into the postseason. Lakers star born to be in Los Angeles. Pandemonium ensued after the Los Angeles Lakers completed a blockbuster trade agreement for Luka Doncic. Now that nearly 2 months have passed since the Dallas Mavericks made what many fear to be a disastrous decision, many people are still talking about it, including Mavs point guard Kyrie Irving and Mavs former majority owner Mark Cuban. However, like Apollo and Dionysus, Irving and Cuban represent two sides of the same coin. Both are dismayed by the trade, as much because of their personal relationship with Doncic as the loss of a phenomenal talent. Irving is trying to move past the deal. Cuban, well, he's not. This is but a microcosm of the Mavericks fan base as a whole. Lakers Luka Doncic born to be in Los Angeles. While the Mavs tried to shake back after having the life sucked out of them, the Lakers are trying to build their momentum as well. Unlike Dallas, LA isn't dealing with a fallout as the aftermath of the trade. Davis's contributions were appreciated, he helped lead them to a championship after all. Nonetheless, Doncic's blend of youth, popularity, and ability have allowed him to eclipse the 10-time All-Star. With that being said, the Lakers are now 11-6 with Doncic. In that time, he's been quite the volume producer, averaging 26.9 points, 8.7 rebounds, 7.9 assists, and 1.5 steals per game. Yet, he's not completely in rhythm, shooting 36.3% from 3 but 41.3% from the field. In the short term, he needs to balance resting and continuing to work himself back into form after missing 2 months with a calf injury. However, there's no doubt about his ability to lead the Lakers long term. It's a good thing that Doncic was born to be in Los Angeles, according to his father. This city is made for him and it fits well with his character, Sasa Doncic adds. I believe he'll succeed here. Heir apparent. Doncic doesn't have to sign an extension with the Lakers. Still, the general consensus is that he will. His father's comments only make the possibility more realistic. If the 5-time All-Star does decide to stay in Hollywood, as opposed to going to the Mile High for instance, he'll be able to carry the torch for Los Angeles before the Olympic Games. With that in mind, when the Lakers acquired Doncic, part of their motivation was having a generational star to rely on after LeBron James retires. Though there's been no official announcement, many people believe that 2025-26 will be his last season. After that, it'll no longer be King James's reign. It'll be Luka's magic show. How Rob Pelinka redeemed himself by turning the Lakers from a losing squad to a championship contender in 2 years. In February of 2023, the Lakers looked set to miss the playoffs for the second year in a row. Just 26 months later, they are championship contenders. The Los Angeles Lakers are absolutely thriving right now. The arrival of Luka Doncic has spurred this team to another level. For the first time in years, the franchise looks like a genuine contender in the Western Conference. The Lakers' outlook truly is a far cry from where they were a few years ago. Just a little over 2 years ago, the Lakers were 25-30, with players like Russell Westbrook and Patrick Beverley, and were being coached by Darvin Ham. Lakers GM Rob Pelinka built a squad that was mediocre at best, and in just 2 years, has turned them into a powerhouse in the West. Rob Pelinka set the Lakers back for years. In 2021, Rob Pelinka pulled off a trade that massively set the Lakers back. He traded Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell and a draft pick to land Russell Westbrook. Both Kuzma and KCP had been key pieces of their 2020 NBA championship core. This move was designed to form a big three with Westbrook, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. The Lakers built a team of aging veterans around the 3 All-Stars. They signed Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, Rajon Rondo, Wayne Ellington, and DeAndre Jordan. Things did not pan out that way, as the Lakers were a flop. The franchise missed out on the playoffs just 2 years after winning the NBA championship. Head coach Frank Vogel was fired for their abysmal season. The following season, Pelinka hired Darvin Ham as head coach and signed some other notable names like Dennis Schroeder, Lonnie Walker, and Thomas Bryant. He also traded for Patrick Beverley. Was that enough to change the Lakers' fortune? Unsurprisingly, the Lakers continued to struggle well into the 2022-23 NBA season. The big issue on the team was still Russell Westbrook, who just didn't fit the roster. And with the poor performances wasting LeBron James and Anthony Davis's championship window, Pelinka's job was at risk. However, he pulled off some big moves during that year, landing Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt, Malik Beasley, and D'Angelo Russell, and finally getting rid of Russell Westbrook. The new pieces combined with LeBron and AD gave them a small boost, as the Lakers made a surprising playoff run all the way from the play-in tournament to the Western Conference Finals. A loss to the 2023 NBA champions Denver Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals inspired hope that Ham could lead the Lakers to championship success. They opted to run it back with the same team, which proved to be disastrous. The Lakers barely made it to the playoffs in 2024, only to run into the Nuggets again in the first round, and going home in 5 games. Finally, Pelinka would make some strong decisions in the summer, such as hiring J.J. Redick to replace Darvin Ham, and drafting Dalton Knecht with their 17th pick. But their roster stayed the same through the offseason. Not for long though, as Pelinka started being active in the trade market. He traded away D'Angelo Russell, who had been struggling, to land Dorian Finney-Smith. But no one expected his next move, as Pelinka shocked the NBA by trading a well-performing Anthony Davis to land Luka Doncic, one of the best players in the league, to pair with LeBron James. This move has not only helped fix the Lakers' present but also given them a strong future, with the potential of building around Doncic for the next decade. The stars have begun to align, with one insider even saying that Luka has reinvigorated LeBron. Even the aforementioned Lakers stars like Patrick Beverley are making fun of their team's past. They currently sit 4th in the West with a 43-27 record, and with plenty of time to claw their way to the 2nd seed. As things stand, the Lakers are genuine title contenders this season. And it's thanks in large part to the work Rob Pelinka has done to correct his mistakes and build this team. Former NBA players agree that Peyton Pritchard is better than Austin Reaves. Former NBA veterans Brandon Jennings and Rashad McCants appeared to agree with the statement that Boston Celtics guard Peyton Pritchard is a better player than Los Angeles Lakers guard Austin Reaves. In a discussion about the players, McCants appeared to say, Peyton Pritchard better. From there, Jennings was asked if he believes the Celtics guard is better, to which he nodded his head in agreement. But also, I said that Austin Reaves is better than Bradley Beal, McCants said. Jennings added to that sentiment as well. He's a better third option than Bradley Beal right now, Jennings said. I mean, well, he has been all year. I gotta give Austin Reaves that. Jennings and McCants were then asked by Gilbert Arenas about the different roles between Reaves and Pritchard, since the Celtics guard currently spends most of his time coming off the bench. I say that based on the talent and the opportunity that Austin Reaves has with the Lakers, if Pritchard had the same type of opportunity, McCants said. Jennings chimed in about Pritchard's exploits when he was given a chance to start this season, supporting McCants' point. I mean, he had 40 as a starter, Jennings said. So we see what he can do in the starting lineup. It's an interesting conversation between these former NBA players, especially since the Lakers and Celtics are both teams that could contend for a title this season. Reaves is averaging 19.7 points, 4.5 rebounds, and 6.0 assists per game this season, while shooting 45.1% from the field and 36.5% from 3. He's been able to step up as a lead option when LeBron James or Luka Doncic has been out of the lineup, and Reaves is actually averaging 27.9 points, 8.3 assists and 6.6 rebounds per game in 9 games without James in the 2024-25 campaign. Pritchard may not get as many touches as Reaves since he is playing behind players like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday when Boston is fully healthy. Still, the former first-round pick is averaging 14.2 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 3.4 assists per game this season, while shooting 46.8% from the field and 41.8% from 3. He should have a chance to win the NBA's 6th Man of the Year award. Ultimately, it's hard to judge whether or not Pritchard could consistently produce numbers similar to or better than Reaves if given the same opportunity. For now, Lakers fans have to be happy with how well Reaves has played, especially since the Lakers seem poised to make some noise in the playoffs. Los Angeles is currently the number 4 seed in the Western Conference.